What's up guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has had a really solid 7 days. Now, I spoke about this recently. My honest take is that I don't think the price is going to do anything different to what I already suggested, but it's worth noting that these few developments that have happened in the past month or so have had a real impact on Bitcoin Cash's price action, and overall the ecosystem's starting to grow a bit. So we'll take a look at this. I'll explain why I still think there's a limit to how high this goes. Before I get into that though, guys, if you are new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. Now, in those videos, I showed everyone that was buying these cryptos up because I thought they were very, very good. And you can see what the prices were of all these coins when I recorded the vids and released them. You can see the highs that these coins hit 18 months on. You can see what the profit would have been from $100 into each. Now, there's 26 coins. So you could have done $10 into each. That would have been a $260 investment. Your profit would have been $12,300. If you'd have done $100 into each, obviously that's a $2,600 investment. Your profit would have been 123 grand. Scale it up again, say it was $1,000 into each. That's obviously a $26,000 investment. That's a lot more money, but your profit would have been 1.2 million. Now, I sold these off in 2021. They aren't the coins that I own. But I have been buying up cryptos since the market collapsed, since we're in this sort of transitional market now. And I share these coins on my website, copymycrypto.com. Now, whenever I buy a coin, I let my members know what coin I'm buying, why I'm buying it, the gains I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in as well. Just a complete breakdown. I do the same thing when I'm selling a coin. I let my members know what coin I'm selling, what percentage I'm selling, and what I'm doing with my profits, whether it's banking them or reinvesting them. Now, have a look at the gains you made in the last bull cycle. Have a look at did you bank money at the right time as well? And if you're thinking it was okay or not good enough, go to copymycrypto.com, go see what the members got in the last bull cycle. Go see what I've said historically. Everything on there is public record, so you can verify it all yourself and make an informed decision if this is something you want to try. Now let's talk Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has had a pump in the last sort of 7 days. I mean, in the last 7 days, it was 74%. It's absolutely rocketed. And it's worth noting, look, there's been a lot of developments. So before I get into any of that, look, Bitcoin Cash, if you're unfamiliar, is basically peer-to-peer electronic cash. It aims to become global money with their fast payments, their small fees. I don't think micro fees is appropriate. Privacy and large block size. Now, Bitcoin Cash requires no trusted third parties, which is always a good thing. In terms of why it was created as an alternative to Bitcoin. It's a fork of Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin Cash developers modified the Bitcoin code to release their software version and a full-fledged competitive product, which split Bitcoin into two blockchains, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is a result of a hard fork in the blockchain due to differences in the community over how Bitcoin was to be scaled and how the Segwit upgrade was going to work. Now, then there was another hard fork which divided Bitcoin Cash into two parts, which was Bitcoin ABC and Bitcoin SV. The scaling debate is always going to be there with regards to Bitcoin. Some people want larger blocks, some people want smaller blocks. Fundamentally, look, so people are always going to differ on this. But the issue that I have for Bitcoin Cash is its long-term prospects don't look that great. It's a long-term downtrend, guys. It has had 2 bull cycles, and it did far better in the first bull cycle than the second. That's a concern. It didn't even spike. It didn't really have a proper spike in the second wave of the most recent bull cycle. And to me, that's somewhat concerning. Now, the majority of the supply is out, 92%. And look, let's talk about the developments. Let's talk about a lot of positives here, because there's been a ton. So Bitcoin Cash is supporting EDX crypto exchange. Now, EDX Markets is a recently launched, backed by Fidelity, backed by Charles Schwab and Citadel. And it's launched in the US. The exchange literally only offers 4 cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So some people speculate that the recent Bitcoin Cash price jump is at least in part due to the announcement of EDX Markets. But there's been a lot of other things that have happened. So they've got BCH Bull. So DeFi is actually beginning to really grow on the Bitcoin Cash main chain. BCH Bull is the Bitcoin Cash stability solution, and it's now completed over 8,000 smart contracts. Again, really good sign. BitDegree, not BitDegree. BitDegree was one. God, that takes me back. So BitDegree adds 3 more stores. 3 more stores. Guys, if you're writing these articles, just write them a bit better. Come on. So BitDegree is a website that allows you to purchase items from stores that do not natively accept Bitcoin Cash with Bitcoin Cash. The external stores that have been added are Amazon Belgium, Netherlands, and Sweden. So now Bitcoin Cash can be used there. They also have the open source BCMR indexer that's come online. So this is the Paytaka wallet that's created an open source indexer for Bitcoin Cash metadata registry. Again, nice development. There's also been wallet upgrades for Selene. And as you can see in the market this week, Bitcoin Cash has pumped. It's done a lot better than a lot of other cryptos. And honestly, I think the most likely premise is that it is in fact down to EDX. Only trading 4 coins and one of them being Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash had the lowest market cap of all of them. And I think when we look at Bitcoin Cash now, where is it? So his market cap is 4 billion, which obviously is not bad. But that's off the back of a 7-day window where it's pumped nearly 75%. So it's literally grown a market cap by around 1 point something billion dollars in a week. And it's probably off the back of EDX. Bitcoin Cash, as you can see, better than money. The ecosystem is not that good. They are growing. There really are starting to be some serious developments. It is quite impressive that they've, the BCH Bull has, dealt with 8,000 smart contracts now. But in terms of development, we're not seeing like a growth in the ecosystem. DeFi is starting to grow, which is good. DeFi needs to grow. But overall, I still find this an underwhelming project right now. Bitcoin Cash can be bought everywhere. If you're going to get it, I would highly recommend using BitGet. BitGet is an outstanding exchange. It's the one I've partnered with because I think they're going to be a top 5 exchange. They've got their proof of reserves out and they're outstanding. They have quality bonuses that you can always participate in. If you don't have an account with BitGet, you can literally create an account using the partner link in the description of this video, and that will get you eligible for a $1,000 sign-up bonus along with discounts and trading fees. So $1,000 for free for doing nothing different. Put that into a coin, and that coin 10x's. You make 10 grand doing nothing different in your life. So if you're going to do it, use the partner link in the description. As for Bitcoin Cash, the all-time chart doesn't look promising. It hit highs of 2.8k, nearly 2.9 odd k. In the last bull cycle, really only peaked at around $1,600. It's on a long-term downtrend. So I look at it and I go, well, that long-term downtrend is likely to continue. unless there's something enormous happens for Bitcoin Cash, we shouldn't actually see a new high. It would be shocking, actually, to see a new high. You know, putting it into context, it's got a small ecosystem. It's not the gem that is Bitcoin. It's more of a payment utility coin, effectively. Because of the fluctuations in price, businesses aren't really going to take on a coin that fluctuates hugely in price, other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they're considered the top tier. So I don't see Bitcoin Cash ever really nailing a niche of like being the payment solution, because I just can't see businesses taking a fluctuating currency effectively. You need, as a business, you need to have liquid cash that you can depend on. If all of a sudden in one day it drops 20% in value, you've got a lot less money for whatever it is you're trying to push within your business. That's my concern with something like Bitcoin Cash. So I still think it will pump. I still think it'll hit about $1,200. I just can't see. I certainly can't see, $3,000 as an example. But $1,200 I can see. But again, it depends. It depends if it becomes a payment utility token. If it really does, if it's actually accepted by some of the biggest brands out there, then it could do that huge run. But it would have to be like, you would have to see Amazon or Google go, yeah, I want my Bitcoin Cash. And then maybe we'll see a pop. Yeah. So I would say 1,200. But what do you guys think? Do you think it can hit the high that it hit in 2021? That's $1,600. Can it hit that? If it can, why? Beyond, if there's a reason aside from a bull cycle, let me know what you think in the comments. How do you feel about EDX? How do you feel about the fact that Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Citadel have backed a crypto exchange? And how do you think Gary Gensler feels about that? Right, let me know in the comments down below anyway. And, guys, I share all the coins that I'm in with my members at copymycrypto.com. These are the coins that I think are going to be big winners in the next bull cycle. Same as I said for, a lot of these coins on this list. Phantom not least, because if you go onto Udemy and you type in the #1 cryptocurrency investment of 2020, there's an entire course dedicated to why Phantom would 100x or more prior to the 2021 bull cycle. Phantom went up nearly 700 times. Now, I'll find another one, and the members will find out about it. It won't be a course that I deliver online or anything like that. So if you want to make the gains in the next bull cycle without doing any of the work as well, that's the beauty of Copy My Crypto, is I do all the work. The members that copy along, we start with a couple hundred, we now have nearly 3,000. A lot of them have never invested in crypto or even stocks, but they've seen the success that members had last year, or 2021 as well. And you can see it all on the site. You can literally go onto the site, you can see what the members achieved in the last bull cycle. You can see everything I've said. Historically, it's all public record, it's all verifiable, so you can read through it, you can compare against how you performed in the last bull cycle and see if this is something you're interested in. Guys, that's it from me. Take care. Bye.